Hello and good afternoon. Well, almost afternoon, about 3 minutes. It'll be afternoon here. This is some Thursday free enterprise. So, been probably about a week, I think, since I ran last. Been almost a week. I think it was Friday that I ran last. Um, yeah. So I'm running last week's Kokkol because I have not run it yet. So if you are joining or plan to join or what have you, this is last week's. So I don't think Grant has put this week's up yet. But this is definitely last week's that opened last Thursday. So we're going to do that, provided that I'm not completely out of sorts or that I have some other stuff to take care of that is unbeknownst to me. I'm joining, I won't leave. Show me all the secrets so I can crush it. This is last week's, so I mean, most people have done this, I think. Most people have ran this. I'm looking at the room. I mean, although I don't see your name on here, Elvin, so um the the goal is to run this, and then if I have time, I would go ahead and run my Princess Gambit for this week as well. So that one I won't start that until I let everybody know I'm gonna switch over to it. Because that one just posted Monday. Winter Ion, welcome, or Winter Ion. I think that's why you said you need your name pronounced, Winter Ion. Um, so run through this. Yeah, I noticed that last week. I had a very good run, I thought, last week, and I looked at the times. I'm like, good God, this is getting rough. Um, because I thought I did really well last week. I mean, granted, I know when you've got Matic, you've got CNC, I mean, those two are going to be top always. But I'm looking at like, holy crap! I'm not just getting beat. I'm getting beat by like 12, 15 minutes still. So that's they're getting pretty good at this. So that's kind of, I mean, this has always been my favorite flag set. It's a very quick flag set. It's something that it praises routing and execution. There isn't very much RNG to this. You know you're going to go 15 to 17 out of 17 every time. You know you're saving the Mur altar for last, and you know you're going to, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. I think I did 61 minutes or 62 minutes last week, and I think Grant had 47. It was like, this was nuts. So I really do enjoy this. I'm gonna put some music on for you guys, so I'm not just rambling with dumb music in the background. Um, it is wild. It is wild. Um, it does make it fun, it keeps that bar moving for me. It does make me a little apprehensive because it's like, okay, cool. If we do end up running a tournament or something like this, I still feel like I'm going to be behind, no matter how good I get this flag set. Um, so I keep looking at this as these are just ways to keep the game moving and keep chiming in every week and keep playing every week. Because I mean, there was a while there where I was rolling my own seeds and kind of doing random flags, which was cool. Except it's like, okay, that's a little bit more mental work that I want to do. I mean, I know when I sit down, I plug in a Kokkol seed, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm playing the seed. I'm not navigating the seed at that point. Which conversely is what Princess Gambit does. You're having to navigate the seed every time, which is a different muscle, which I actually enjoy. Um, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When the tournament came out in April, where it was, or March when they released the flag sets, I did not like Tsunami Open. It was my least favorite, and I had originally banned it. And ended up my favorite flag set out of the three. So that obviously was inspiration for my flag set, and I think because, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only one that does the fork finish still. Now I haven't caught up on what all the changes were on the clubs for this season as opposed to last, but I'm pretty sure mine's the only one that has the fork finish where you can finish either win game or crystal still. But we'll see. I'm glad it's going to be featured tomorrow night as well on the community race, so that gives it a good way to showcase it. I'll get to talk a little bit more about it because I'll be commentating on it, so I'll be able to walk through what my thought process was And a big shout out to the many veterans who chimed in while I was testing it for several weeks there to give me some feedback on how to tighten it up and make it viable for continuous use. So that's enough of that. I think it's about time to play. Here are your flags on your screen. If you're not familiar with Kokkol Express for whatever reason, we're doing K-main checks only. No earned characters. You're getting them all free. So you're going to Mysidia, you're going to Watery Pass, you're going to Damsing, and you're going to Mount Ordeals to get your characters. Distinct 7, you are not getting Fusoya at all. Witchburn is on. This is a 4.X flag set. This is not an alpha flag set. So the pass does not count as a key item, nor are we getting the pass because, well, there's no need for it. It's a win game seed. Wildest shops, max tier 7. Cabins are the only thing you'll find in your shops. Sorry, T Wildish. Max tier 7 on your treasures. I think I said that incorrectly. Cabins are the only thing you'll find in your shops, and they are free. No XP on random encounters, so you're not using your sirens at all. Life, Sylph, and back row glitches are on. No warp glitch. Better and freedom kits. No adamant armors, but you do have cursed rings. The spoon is equipable. You have a super smith playable weapon when we do forge that legend sword, which is always one of the objectives. And vanilla Myabs are on. Our objectives for today's run is always the Murrow Altar, always the Legend Sword, and always the Pink Tail, but today we are turning in the Panda Sheila, and we are completing Cave Bahamut, which is a dicey and not favorable objective. So, we'll see. Alright, so, make sure I got my controller working correctly. I do. Let's make sure you guys can see the screen now. Now that I've told you about the flags, you can. We're starting with a Yang or Yang, and we are getting underway. I'm gonna turn up my music just a little bit. Starts to reverb, let me know. First sub 3, nice. That is a thing. Oh, Edge, nice. Is this one of my flag sets? Sparkle, and we get the Earth Crystal. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. I will tell you. So I was one of the masochists that cut my teeth on the Samoa flag set. Because Grant was my mentor when I started out here and kind of brought me, along. And my goal starting out was sub 3. Then it became sub 2.5. Then it became sub 2. And it was sub 2 for a long time. And even now, sub 1.5 is kind of what my goal is for that flag set. But you'll see people finishing like 110. But it's setting those benchmarks are always fun because you always have a goal to go after that is very, very much something that pushes you individually. There were many times where I would reach the 245 mark. I'm looking at my stream, and I'm like, no one's sitting around for this. And no one was. But it was something that I knew I could complete and do, so. We've got a Iridia. We've got a Kane. I'm not against this party so far. I mean, I'm not a big Yang fan, but we'll see where it goes. We'll leave Mysidia. We will go get our cabins. And we're actually going to detour a little bit from our usual opening. Sort of. So, Kano Free is not on. So, we always end up in Troy Castle anyway. But with an edge, and us going and running Edlin Castle now, we may go straight to Zod. We'll see. We may go straight to Zod. I'm going to save here because I've been known to open a vanilla monster in a box because no matter how many seeds I've played, I will inevitably forget where one is located. Bandana's a good start. Hourglass is good. Assassin Dagger works. Not the best. We got Rune X. For Kane. I would love to see a ninja sword. Dragoon gauntlets. I have my music up here, like, 'cause I had the AC going a second ago, so I may turn my music down a little bit. I don't want any reverb echo going on. There's a white spear for Kane. Okay. Diamond ring's not terrible. Another hourglass. Another headband. Oh, we had a bandana before. I'm thinking we are taking Zod. That white spear Yes, it's not ideal for Kane at level 10, but it's not something to shake a stick at. So we may take it. Change Rod for Rydia. Oh, there's that Wind Spear. Look out. There's Ninja Stars, not Ninja Sword. Arty Bow, but no arrows. If we had arrows, it was a no-brainer. We're going to Wari Pass now to pick up our 5th character and to check some of those chests. And then we'll head up to Toroya. I'm not completely sold on going to Zod yet. Give me something to sell me. Those don't sell me. That is another black mage. We have a slight problem. We have no white mage. It's not a problem currently. There's a flame whip for Rydia, so the change rod can go on Palom. Just use cabins of combat. I mean, that seems good to me. We're going to check Damsian real quick, see if we get a white mage here. We gotta raise the hovercraft anyway to trade in the pink tail. I mean, I could go check the Damsian. There's a wizard shirt. The Damsian treasury. I'm not going to because we're about to do the Earth treasury. This is our white mage. By Rydia. Because we have twin now. So yeah, I'm thinking we go to Zod. I'm thinking we just do it. I should save first, though. It's gonna be weird saving the Noon Treasury, then going up, because a really shitty RNG on the puppy fight, I doubt it couldn't be that bad. But I've got several low health characters. We can get underground now, too. So, several low health characters. That puppy fight could get dicey. My goal is to get some things here that will speed up combat a little bit. That Assassin's Dagger on Edge will help. The puppy will get at least a turn in, and we'll cast fire on my party. That's what I'm worried about. Rydia would have gone down. She's gone now, though. There's an Avenger. There's a Heroine robe. There's my ninja sword. There's my art. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I said we didn't need Rydia. And honestly, it kind of depends on what we end up with at the... I think I keep all of this. Who we end up with at the... That's a dart. Finish your sentence, Rex. Kind of depends on who we end up with at Zot. Our two... we don't have our own characters. Ah, man. I think I stay here. I do think I stay here. I think Ordeals may change it. If I get a bow user at Ordeals, we go that route. But Yang is definitely first to go. Who we get at Ordeals. Which, you know, the obvious question is, why are you doing Ordeals? Because you have a Magma Key and you don't have Tella and you don't have Cecil. Because Kokkol is very often a 17 out of 17 flag set. And you might as well go check it because it will end up being the... Where's my white spear? There we go. It will end up being the last check if you don't go do it. have no armor, though. We're going with Ninja Sword. We're going with Assassin Dagger. We're going with Headband. Yeah, I have no armor. I'm going to go with a Life Staff. I'm going to put Palom first. Okay. I got rid of the Change Rod. Didn't think I did. Apparently I did. Move our Avenger up here. I have glass helmets. Let's at least put one of those on you. One of those on you. I've got a Charm Claw. I am probably going to give this to my man Edge real quick, though. Alright, so that's a lot of menu time to start out. So there's a fire I said we were going to get. There's our one shot. Was it worth our time? Another white spear. We have a fantastic number of darts. So I honestly do not think if we see a troublesome boss at Zot 2 that we will not just go through a couple of those white spears. I've already committed to doing this. Like I said, I don't have a lot of armor. My strength is centralized between Kane and Edge. Take that off. Put the ninja on. Do the ice claw back. Use a cabin. I mean, we got the Avenger on Kane too, so I think we're fine. But the second you assume you're fine, you run to a nasty pair up here, and you're like, okay, that was fun. Let's go home. Alright. Fight numero uno is D-Mist. Which, that is not a key item check now. Now it just becomes annoying. And I can't put the Avenger on, obviously. There's 3. Oh, I thought that was 3. Good lord, I just gave away opportunity to attack. Do I get one more in? Nope. Attacking while... Oh, we don't have that anymore, do we? Today would be good. Now this just becomes a long, annoying fight at this point in time, when there's no key item check after it. God, I really need to get some equipment on Palom. This is only mildly annoying. And that's a lie. This is very much annoying. Down goes Kane. Which means this is going to kill it. Yep, of course it does. Alright, we got some experience though. Don't know if it's worth the time, but... I mean, that was a chunk of experience on everybody else, but... Kane could have probably used that as well. I'm thinking, actually, put the defense sword on for now. Let's do that instead. Yellow ears, which I know is supposed to mean something. Apparently the color of the pig's ears are based off of the color of the sprite of the boss you're going to fight. So we'll see. I'm hoping it's not a yellow one, especially a yellow female that turns into a tornado. That would be not ideal. Oh, this guy. We have 3 star veils. Kane's definitely getting one. Assuming he stays alive. Nope, he doesn't. We'll bring him back to life, but... Guess he's full. Alright, I guess this is the Edge show. With the massive amounts of magic power at that spot, we just let Golbez take himself out, and we just tap him on the shoulder and saying, buddy, you're done, and then be on from there. So, Edge is my guy. He is continuing to be my guy. Then we'll go from there. Alright, so obviously we're going to Baron in next, because we already beat Baron. A Twin Harp. Would have liked to have had that before this. Yeah, I will always only need Edge. That is always going to be the case, because... Yes. Yes, very much so. the good news is we won't see Golbez here. Good God, it's so freaking weak. Bye, Felicia. Yes. Very much. It should be done. Yep. No experience to be had on that fight, but... Legend Sword. We're going... I think we do Antlion next. There's a lot of loot that I always get there anyway. I think we go ahead and do it. There's a Stardust item. We are not the Stardust you were looking for. And I do that joke all the time, and I'm not a very big Star Wars fan, but you know. Take the Avenger off. Let's save. And let's hope. See, at this stage, I would not normally loot. I already have what I need, want. I mean, hell, at this point, I'm half tempted just to throw a... yeah, in fact, I think that's what we're going to do. We'll end up throwing the arty bow and some arrows on Porum and saying, Palom, guess what? You're just going to stand there and look nice. Yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing. Not this fight, because we don't need it. I think future fights, that's where we go. There's a Lilith Rod, which is not terrible, but it's still not great. Let's get this fight out of the way. Definitely would rather see you here than other places. Yang, you're terrible. I think I actually want a Rosa. Is what I want in Ordeals. There's our pink tail. So we actually have one objective we can complete. Yeah, I think I want a Rosa. I know conventional wisdom tell you I'm already going up Ordeals. I've got a defense sword. I've got some crystal armor. The guy wouldn't be terrible. No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to turn the guy away. But if you asked me, who would your party greatly benefit from here? The answer is going to be Rosa. Buy Yang, pick up Rosa, put on the arty bow, the heroine robe. I've got arty arrows for her. I've got Berserk now. I mean, there's... No, there are no adamant armors in this flag set. So that is not... That is going to be a tier 7 or 8 item. So it still could be a very good item. It's just not going to be the adamant armor. That metal sword might be better than the assassin dagger I have on. Slumber, definitely a good dart. That's the guy. Like I said, I want to turn the guy down. He's going to be in place of Yang. I've got armor for him. We have a second glass helmet. I hate throwing those away, but that's stuff we don't need. Yeah, so there's no adamant armors. Your best thing you can get here is going to be a power shirt and a ninja shirt. Both of those are like gold in this flag set. Because you're not gearing it for Z anyway. So it's not as useful as it would normally be. Alright. Sparkle. D-Lunars. Yep, let's do it. Okay, get the second attack off real quick, Kane. And you low rolled. This is gonna suck. Alright, you hit the right target. You hit the wrong target. I should have put the white spear back on Kane and just, instead of roll the dice. Oh my god! Kane, buddy, what are you doing? I mean, I keep saying that because he has no stat boost here. None. He's weak on levels, he has no stat boosts on. Alright, so we're going to give you some health, we're going to do this, we're going to change. Here's a free fight. Trick to this one is we're only going to kill one of them. $950 should be gone. Yep. All right. GG. Bye. Today would be good. Is my battle speed on like 6 for whatever reason? I had to go back to the she already attacked. You idiot. So I had to cycle through the rest of them because she already took a turn that turn. So my people were already in the queue to go. Yeah. Free heal. Cecil becomes a paladin. He gets the defense sword, the crystal helmet, the crystal gauntlets. As much as it pains me, I think we go ahead and do Magnus before we go underground. The CPU. There we go. Alright, so we have a paladin. The question is, do we go ahead and... I think we go ahead and turn the pink tail in too. The only reason I might turn the pink tail in is it... I don't know, it could... I mean, I guess it could give us an Excalibur maybe? Chances are it could be a Moon Veil, because it almost always is for whatever reason, which is not a bad thing to have. That Moon Veil will definitely come in handy. So that's Cave Bahamut boss is not going to be fun. I mean, obviously I'm hoping it's only one of the free ones, but when you're playing a flag set where you're not intentionally leveling up, the whole intention of this flag set is to get through each boss with just one person standing. You're not worried about making sure everybody gets all the experience. It can become a very difficult fight. So we're going to go play some music. It's been a minute since I saved. Let's go ahead and do that, just in case. I'm almost certain that the only person, I think the twins will be standing. I don't think any of the three guys will be standing. I mean, there was an argument to make to come do this after I did the set up Sheila, because you're already low health, but I'm going to try to stay underground as long as I can once I go. There's no warp glitch, so that's talk about if you get the Lucky, you're staying down there anyway. As suspected. That's not going to do anything because he's got garbage magic power. Maybe. Actually, that probably will help. We don't have to use weak now. Yeah, because that stayed alive. So, okay. So what is DJ Spoonie B playing today? Awesome. What is this nasty music? Oh, we don't like the Dark Elf. Alright, let's get Cecil geared up, because we didn't do that yet. Turtle. Only got one, let's make it count. Yeah, I'm saying now the shot by Kane should do it. Nope. That'll do it. No, I'm at a Dark Elf spot. I do this every time. No matter how many seeds I run. No matter how many seeds I run. I will undoubtedly cast a magic spell at this spot. Without fail. there's ever prop betting on free enterprise runs and I'm running the seed, you bet that I will use a magic spell at the Dark Elf spot. It is a guaranteed victory. It is money in your pocket. Terrible. The only reason I'm not resetting out... Actually, do I have exit? You don't have exit. You do, okay. Say, the only reason I'm not everything else because Cecil just got 16 levels. So... yeah, I think at this point in time, we go underground, we make Palom our anchor. We give Porum the Artie bow and Artie arrows and heroin robe. And we just start wrecking shop. There is an argument to be made to go do those monster box chests. I think based off of where I'm sitting time-wise, I'm going to probably forego that. That may come back to bite me, but I'm banking on a not terribly nasty dwarf castle, because that's my next spot. After that, I think it is probably... hopefully I get the pan, and I can do Sheila too. I would love to be able to forge while I'm out here. That's the big one. Alright, so let's change this up. Let's put you here. Put you here. And leave you there. You're going to become a menace. An absolute menace. And we're okay with that. I'm going to take the Vendroth cane. Leviathan. I don't think I have lit arrows. I think I have mute arrows and white arrows and arty arrows. Which means I'm going to do arty arrows 99 times out of 100. Berserk to the top. And that was me panicking just ever so quickly. Swing and a miss! Pour him on her berserk. Good job. That was me panicking ever so slightly when I saw the vendor pop up and said, what did I just do? Ouch. Gotta give her some equipment, man. There you go. Talum showing up and doing some work, learning some Quake. I need like a rune ring for her is what I need. Dark Elf. Brady would still have garbage. This probably won't do that much damage. Yeah. Forum, this is not working out the way I intended for this to work out. If you were going to miss on your Berserk cast every time, this is not going to be a good day. Because I'm just wasting turns. I'd rather give you mute arrows than let you actually attack. Again, no warp glitch. We're gonna grab this item. What do I want? Obviously, Darkness Crystal is something we absolutely require. Pan is fantastic right now because we haven't done any Fabul checks. Luca Key kind of sucks. Tower Key kind of sucks. Spoon really sucks right now. I'd rather have that later. Oh, we needed that to turn the pink tail. I guess that's a positive note, question mark. Go see what Fame Arch has got. Maybe Fame Arch got the pan. Here's the downside to this, is I will sit here and start asking for stuff that makes the seed start falling into place, knowing full well that I don't exactly go out of my way on my routing. I'm fairly predictable when it comes to my routing, which means if it's easy for me, guess what? It's easy for everybody else too. So, there's our spoon. That's a dart, we're going to need that at probably Cave Bahamut. Do I want to do Keyless Tower? No. Am I going to do Keyless Tower? Reluctantly, yes. I don't want to put this bad juju out in the universe, but I felt like I should have saved there in case this is like the crystal. The crystal obviously is a absolute zonk right now. Everything else is semi-useful because it will potentially lead to another check. I've already gotten the package, I've already gotten the Sand Ruby. Those are obviously complete duds in this flag set. So we were talking at the beginning of the stream that when you see, you know, the veteran runners putting up 50 and 55-minute runs, I'm looking at my clock, I'm at 42 minutes and nowhere close to being able to seed. And I still feel like I'm doing well. This is an easy fight. If this is a... No, this is an easy fight. This is free. I have mute arrows to make this even easier. The HP is an issue, but I think if it's the Baron Guards, we just Hourglass. Put the mute arrows on, which I know I have here somewhere. You're gonna attack. I mean, you can do that too. And we're just gonna stop you so we don't have to use an Hourglass. So yeah, so now we don't have to use an Hourglass. He's silenced, which yes, he can still punch. But we don't care about his punching, we care about his ability to cast stuff. There's the guard's last turn. And these guards have roughly 9,500 apiece. If my tracker is doing its job. Or we just use an Assassin Dagger. We don't tend to get those. There's our pan. Nice, this is well routed. Okay. This may make up some time, because I only have 3 checks left. And they're on for the bull. I mean, the downside, that means I'm coming right back down here, because I'm likely going to get the Adamant Rock, or I'm going to get... actually, the Adamant Rock's the only thing that brings me back down here. If we're being completely honest. I mean... I guess the Lucky Key would bring me down here, too. But... yeah, I don't think I'll come back down here for the tower key unless I absolutely have to come back to it. It's my last check. It's a pretty good spike because if keyless tower is not a fun check, as you heard me bitching about it a second ago. So if other people faded it till later, that's not only that I do it in the right order, but I get a single dip for bull still, so that's going to save some time as well. We're hoping one of these 3 checks will turn into... I mean, obviously we were left for the 2 of the 3 checks to be the Darkness Crystal and the Adamant Rock. Then we just say, let's go. We worry about the levels and shit later. To be completely honest, if that's the play, we're doing Masa first, or Mura first. Because Mura is going to be considerably easier in terms of ability. So let's bonk. See if we can't get us an Excalibur here. Maybe a Mura sword or Masa sword. Masa sword would be fantastic. Zeus gauntlets are not bad. That are not bad. That's Kane will wear those. Kane will wear those just fine. Alright, so let's go see Sheila. Let's pick this up and bring it with us. Here's our free heal. I mean, I've only sub-houred Kokkol one time. And that was actually while I was being restreamed. Octomammoth. Alright, King of Fubble. Adamant Rock or Darkness Crystal. Those are your jobs. If it's not one of those, give me like a Crystal Sword. Luca Key is not one of those. Not even close to one of those. Come on! Adamant Rock. Baron Key. We don't need Sirens, we don't need the Staff, we don't need Medusa Arrows, we don't need Drain Sword, we don't need Flame, we don't need Wind, we don't need Ice, we don't need Sylph. Good. There's our Darkness Crystal. So, all we're missing now for go mode is the Adamant Rock. So we are likely doing Baron Castle next. I'm going to try to avoid... I'm going to do Pink Tail first. I've already got the hovercraft here. I'm going to try to avoid Sealed Cave if at all possible. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So what we don't want to see at Baron Castle is obviously the crystal. That would suck. Or the tower key. We really don't want to see the tower key. I don't want to go down there and do that. Although I'd rather see the tower key than a Zonk, to be honest. Alright, let's give Cecil his Excalibur. You also get... No, leave that alone. So we have a Sparkle waiting first at the first spot. We've only seen one Sparkle so far? Yeah. We've only seen D-Lunars. I mean, no one's really going to be a problem at Baron 1. No one's going to be yeah, Baron 1. It is feeling plaguey, which is fine. I've got the White Spear. I've got bows and arrows. I mean, it's basically just press delete. I mean, that's what it is. Honestly, the only thing that's really going to be even remotely annoying is going to be Pale Dim, because you have to wait for him to cast this slow every time. I say him. Pale Dim could be a girl. Don't know what Pale Dim identifies as. There's Pale Dim. Yeah, the dudes are that's going to be the Excalibur should take the rest of it out, though. Nope, just kidding. I mean, honestly, I would rather seen Ogopogo there, to be honest. Because I don't want to see Ogopogo later, anywhere else. Yeah, I honestly wish they would... I know they're not going to. They will never redo 4. But I would hope they eventually redo 6 like they did 7. And what that will do, hopefully with any luck, is bring some of this these original concept art back to play. Because some of the concept art for the early Final Fantasy games is solid. I mean, let's not do too many spoilers here, but obviously you're hearing the music in the background. There is Final Fantasy 4 references in 14, and they did a absolute phenomenal job at updating the concepts of what they actually wanted the Final Fantasy IV bosses to look like. But yeah, I mean, they were limited by what they had at the time, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I still enjoy it. It is basic, sure. But the fact that we're playing a 30-year-old game, is what it is. All right. So again, we want obviously Adamant Rock would be the most ideal item here. We do not want the crystal. That's basically all we don't want. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Alright, thanks for trying on. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Have a good one. Yeah, that is going to be a complete... This is definitely complete 17 out of 17. I mean, that's all this is now. Because this will be... either... Yeah, I take any of these. This is going to be Ratner Tower, which turns into the other one. Which turns into Adamant Rock. Adamant Rock will be our 17th key item. That feels bad. The only thing we can be hopeful for is that it ends up being Lightbringer. Matsuno would not be terrible. Another white spear. We've got a couple dragons left. We're going to cabin here real quick. We still have some pretty nasty bosses on this list. Including 3 sparkles we haven't seen, so any one of those could prove to be a challenge at this location. We're going to save. I mean, Val is a problem at this location. Although we've got Artie Bow and Artie Arrows, so that would be terrible. I mean, she's going to sue like a truck, but... There's our rat tail, which means we have to go back up, get the tower key, come back down. Terrible. Not too bad. I've routed about as unfortunately as I can route. I decided to do Baron Castle first instead of Sealed Cave. Baron Castle ended up giving me the crystal, which means I have to come down here anyway. Now now this, of course I knew it was going to go Rat Tail to Tower or vice versa, and sure enough, it's Rat Tail to Tower. which means I have to go back up to do Rat Tail, come back down to do Tower. So I still have both moon checks to do. Obviously, those are going to be the last two. Everybody's going to do those last, but we're looking at probably hour 10. Which, I mean, it's still, I mean, I'm never going to snub my nose at hour 10 on Kokkol. I'm not, but Elvin and I were talking at the beginning of my stream where it's like, you know, because this has become such a loved flag set, the skill and times now for this flag set are unreal. I mean, I think we had 4 last week that were under an hour, 5 maybe that were under an hour. So I mean, it's like, you know, what do you want to do? I mean, I ran I think an hour 2 and thought, okay, I've got a hell of a time. Yeah, no. So here's our Rat Tail. You're going to give me the tower key. I'm going to go back down there. The only saving grace, I'm going to go underground, turn and forge, but it's just, it's unfortunate. But as I was talking with Winter Ion earlier, you know, when I was doing this, what, 14 months ago, 15 months ago, I was trying to finish a seed in less than 3 hours. That was my goal. Now, granted, I was playing Sumomo, but still, my goals were, I'm going to finish this less than 3 hours. Then it was less than 2.5. Then it was less than 2. I mean, so I know my skills gotten better, but it's almost like remember how it used to be. I'm always going to push myself to be better, sure, but yeah, I've seen the fruits of my labor. The tournament itself kind of, come on, of old bosses. The tournament itself kind of made me realize that, which was fantastic. Kind of gave me a perspective of, you know, we've come a long way, and I'm not a top tier runner by any stretch of imagination, but I think my goal of, if I pull Rex in a tournament or a one-on-one battle, it's not insta win anymore. And that's all I was shooting for. I wanted even the top players to go, you know what, I can't screw around. I've got to run my... Now, if they run their game, they're going to beat me 99 times out of 100. But they have to run their game. They can't make a stupid mental error now. And that's all I was shooting for. Then I think as I've gotten better at the game, I think that my commentary's got a little bit more... I don't say accurate, because that sounds bad, like I wasn't accurate before. I think it has more layers to it. And I think that, right, wrong, or different, it's given me a little more credibility, too. Not that I was really ever looking for that, but... yeah, that's a very good... more poignant, more precise. That's a very good way to put it. And it's not that I was looking for credibility ever. I mean, that was never my intention. It was always, hey, I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. But maybe now I will say something that someone may not have known. You know, even even people who actually run the game may not have known, so. Alright, let's get our adamant rock here. Gee, thanks. Didn't know that was coming. Again, I would love to see Piggy Stick. I would love to see Lightbringer or Matsuno. I am excited about tomorrow night, though. To be able to showcase my flag set, which has gained a lot of traction already, which is wonderful to see. That's not what I wanted to see. That is not wonderful to see. That is terrible to see. Yeah, I know. When I saw who signed up, it's like, ah, man, Veritas would have been nice, but I know you've been busy, so. But I really wanted to commentate on it. Originally wasn't sure I was going to be able to commentate. I was at least signed to track, but I wanted to be able to kind of explain the thought process behind the flag set, especially when different areas of the seed come up. Going to a wedding, that's exciting. The only time it's not exciting is if it's an outdoor wedding, it's raining. And even that can be pretty exciting depending on how it goes. I never was one who was kind of meh about weddings. I mean, yes, it's a big to-do. But it can be fun to do, be big to do. Oh, man, that's going to be fantastic. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're gonna have a grand time. That's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Yeah, the way I see it is, yeah, it's a big to-do usually, but we get so used to just doing things casually nowadays that a big to-do is not necessarily a bad thing. It gives you a chance to kind of clean up a little bit and feel kind of, I wouldn't say important, but feel kind of put together for a night, and yeah, not bad. I don't know which way I want to do this. I think I went this way. I said this earlier that I was going to do it this way because this should be a easier spot, and we're going to ride that out. Again, 110 looks like it's doable depending on who we run into. We've got several absolutely nasty bosses left, though. I'm not gonna lie. And I think, Kane, you just lost your Zeus Gauntlets, I think. I think they're going to go on this guy, and we're going to let you take the Avenger. Where's the Avenger? Still on Kane? No, where's the Avenger? There it is. Alright, the million-dollar question is, do I burn the spoon now, or do I burn it on the Bahamut boss? And that would have been the only reason. No, because I wouldn't have looked at it and come back out. I was going to say, if I went Bahamut first, I'd at least see what it was going to be, but I don't think that doesn't play into that decision. I think I've got like 3 white spears and a spoon and a defense sword. I think I'm just darting the kitchen sink at both these bosses. But like I said, unfortunately, we have a lot of nasty ones left. A lot of nasty ones left. That would be the definition of nasty. And we're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to do this. I don't know if we can burn through this quick enough. We're sure as hell going to try, though. Not who I wanted you to hit. You could have literally hit anybody else. This is not good. Yeah, I don't think we're doing this at this level. All right. We are going to do Bahamut first, because if nothing else, it gives us more levels. Then we are going to slow it down to like BS6 and pray. Maybe I'll get a ribbon here. Maybe I'll get a crystal ring. Because I need Cecil and Porum to stay unaffected by that curse. I mean, ideally, I guess at this point in time I need edge too, because I'll be darting everything I can at him, but I'm saving the spoon now. That much I can tell you. I'm not darting the spoon on this boss. I need that for the wyvern. I'm not... Oh, come on. Don't do this. Don't do it. Okay. I was about to be pissed. I was about to be absolutely pissed. Not gonna lie, I was about to just flat out flip my desk if that had been the gauntlet. The problem is, this is going to give me fuck all for experience, you know, especially when Kane decides to take a nap. Yeah, so it's not going to give me experience at all. Dragoon Spear. Another Venger is not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. This just means both the guys get Avengers. I mean, I'm still dodging nukes. I think I take the... I think the boys roll. And I think that I let the kids just use life potions. How many life potions do I have left? Oh, I have a ton. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, I think I am going to come out here. I'm going to cabin. I'm going to turn the battle speed down to 6. I'm going to save. And then the idea is I'm taking the stuff off of Porum because I don't want her to be fast anymore. Yeah, Grant has a way of really rolling seeds where this spot is just absolutely filthy every freaking time. I don't remember the last time we had an easy Mura spot to end a Kokkol seed. I honestly do not remember the last time we did. It's always Odin or Wyvern or Evil Wall or, I mean, it's always so freaking dumb. I think we had Ogo a couple weeks ago. I was like, this is just dumb. Alright. BS6. So it's not going to run away fast, but at least we can act. You're going to go first? Yes, you are. You're going to go Spoon. You are going to heal him. I need you to be able to use life. Alright, there's 9,400. That's about, what was that, 16,000? Is Kane paralyzed too? Well, hey there, Mariposa. How are you doing? We're not darting the Avenger. Yeah, let's start the Excalibur. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you very much. That was definitely the way to do it. Definitely the way to do it. Alright, so we're gonna look at 113.05 probably. Of course you give me that now. So no, it's not gonna be it's gonna be a 5, it's gonna be like 12. 10.09. Alright, so 113.09. We are done with this seed. We just finished. But we are going to run another one. So I am going to put my times in and such for this one. And then thanks for the GGs. Yeah, I'm going to play the, let's put my spoilers in here. A seed completer is you. That is correct, Goober. Thank you very much. 113. Finish a sentence there, Rex. Yes, I want to put my stuff in here, and then I am going to take a couple-minute break. I'm going to load up the Wow! Prince's Gambit seed for this week. I'm just all over the place. Yeah, as suspected, we have a absolute obscene number of sub-hour times on this seed. And it's like, now granted, I couldn't have routed this worse, so I shouldn't have gotten 113. But it's gotten to the point in time where, good lord, when sub-hour is the expected finish, that's going to be tough on me no matter how well I run. Let's see if I can load up my parser here real quick. New run. Today is 06042026. This was FF4FE, FDLOGA, async. That is that seed there. We are going to publish to be viewed by all. And did it actually work this time? I believe it did. 8 minutes, 32 seconds of menu time. That's solid. Yeah, that demist fight at Zot for the first... I took 3 minutes on that. I took 2 minutes, 59 seconds on that. So, we did 17 out of 17. We did 62 out of 399. We did the guy. We did Kane. We did the Prince. And we did the twins. Finish putting my notes in here because I am old and I will forget them if I don't do it now. How did I do that? All right. So yeah, I'm going to take a second. I am going to leave the stream going. I am going to change the stream information. No point in turning off, turning back on. Not that kind of IT thing. But I'm going to switch over to the Prince's Gambit for this week. The week 2 Prince's Gambit seed. So if you have not... This music is from Final Fantasy XIV, specifically. So this is not a Final Fantasy IV rearrangement for 14. This is a 14 specific track. I don't particularly like this song that goes through. It's kind of annoying to me. They didn't have a... I guess I could have done the PR version of it, but I was like, let's do something kind of easy to listen to while we're talking about, so... But yeah, it's from Final Fantasy 14. I believe this is from the Endwalker. I think it's from the Endwalker expansion. So, but yeah, I'm going to change the stream information to say this is going to be the Prince's Gambit Week 2. And that is going to be... what race room? No, that's not that one. Yes, it is that one. Yes. VQM3WV. We'll change that. I am going to... this is what I'm going to do. I am going to reset this. I am going to go... see if this is down. Yes. I'm going to... while I'm setting everything up, which shouldn't take very long, but I figure we'll play music again because the track for this heat was fantastic. So why not play it again? So we're going to. So yeah, so this is from 14, but obviously this is a Final Fantasy 4 track. Where am I going? I'm not going to the Treasury. I'm going to Bedward. Yeah, this was one of the rearrangements for 14. There we go. Okay. So I am going to do this. Need to download my seed. Back to here, and I'm going to do this. Reset our tracker. Let me stop these actually. Reset the tracker. We're going to apply Princess Gambit. Yeah. We're going to now. I'm going to step aside for like 2 minutes to take a bio break, and then we'll be ready to go. So be right back. Alright, I am back. So let's confirm that that has changed. live streams. Yes, that has changed. Alright, so I need to change. I put this in here. So usually I do this before I get on the air. But it doesn't take me very long nowadays. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to switch seeds now. So this is now the Princess Gambit seed. We have a Palom to start with our edge. So to go back over what we're doing with the seed. So this is a brand new flag set. If you have not seen it run before, I'm going to run it for you now. We do have it as the community race tomorrow night. Here's how it works is we have 5 objective groups. The first 2, Group A and Group B, you're selecting one of those to complete. You can complete more if you want, but you need to complete at least one of them. We'll talk about Group C in a second. When you have Group A and B, one complete of each, you're going to then decide, am I going to win the seed outright without fighting Z? By completing Group D, which is the Sealed Cave, the Crystal Sword Altar, and the Massive Moon Altar. Or am I going to finish Group E and defeat Z to finish the flag set? Which you would need to defeat Ruby and launch the Falcon. Where this becomes dicey and can be rather cumbersome is when you're faced with the opportunity to do both. So you need the Darkness Crystal to do both of them, unless you happen to get the pass. You need the Luca Key to do Group D, and there's Warp Glitch, which means you can go get the key item without having to do Sealed Cave. We have B Maybe on, which means you have up to 2 places to find Ruby. So then it comes down to what key items have you found? What does your party look like? What levels are they? Because you can much more easily take down the Crystal Sword Altar, the Masa Altar, and Sealed Cave than you can to level up to fight Z. Especially when, let's talk about some of her flags, there are no curse rings in this flag set. And it's a party of 4. So the agility and manipulation that you may be accustomed to doing, which helps that. I appreciate you stopping by, Veritas. It'll be up on Twitch if you want to go back and watch it later, or yeah, whatever. It's fine. I mean, we'll talk about it. Enjoy going to the wedding. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you. Okay? Appreciate it. So yeah, you're not getting a adamant armor unless you do Group C, which we'll talk about again in a second. You're not getting a cursed ring, so it's all about making sure you select the right party members, you balance it out properly, and go from there. Obviously, the traditional method would tell you, hey, if you want to manipulate agility, just keep someone on the floor the entire time. You can. But with max party 4, now you're down to 3 people. So let's talk about a little bit of the flags. K main, K summon, not out of the ordinary. K no free, not out of the ordinary. K Mayab above. This introduces a couple more checks into the mix. The key is found at a key item. Sorry, the key is found at a key item check. Wow. The pass is found at a key item check. Wow. So no free characters, distinct 8. One of them will be Edge. That's the whole point of this flag set. He will be your partner at the start of every seed. You will not also start with Sissel, Kane, or Sid. You're not going to start with that combo because that's just outright nasty to start with. But you're not getting Fusui at all. He's nowhere in the seed. Sorry. B Maybe our Sid was on. You're not fighting the Water Hag or the Gauntlet, which is nice. Not have to run into. Water Hag is obviously a free boss. Gauntlet is a pain in the tail end boss, depending on where you find it. And now you won't see a blue robe. Sorry. Witch Burn and Witch Bez. Tia Wildish for our treasures, which helps you loot early and get some good stuff because it's as standard with no sirens. You can still get experience through random encounters, but you're not using sirens to do it unless you find them in treasures or you use our prints to go ahead and steal them, as you can steal them from the alerts in the Tower of Babel. Alright, let's talk about experience though. You're not getting key bonus experience. Normally you get double experience for collecting 10 key items or more. You're not going to get that this time around. Instead, you're going to get 8% or 8 1/3% technically for completing an objective, which, if you're paying attention, If you do your first Group A objective, that also completes the objective for Group D and for Group E. That's 25 experience. 25% more experience after you complete your first Group A objective and your first Group B objective. After that, it's just 8 1/3 for everyone after that. Each key item check is also 8 1/3%, so that encourages you to do your key item checks. Obviously, you're looking for key items, but you want to make sure you get experience as you go on. With a max of 3 times experience boost. So the key is to do your key item checks that will help level you so you won't have to do too much grinding at the end of the game. If you do, again, you know where to find your sirens. Warp glitch, life glitch, self glitch, back row, which become pretty standard on flag sets. The warp glitch makes it interesting because you can check the key item without having to do sealed cave. If you do sealed cave, that's one of your Group D objectives. Message speed fix is a quality of life fix for the alpha flag set. Makes the messages go by faster. Thanks. A better kit. An exit kit. Because you may not be guaranteed to have anybody who cast exit. And then a random kit, just to switch it up every time. No adamant armors except for Group C. So Group C is obtain 15 key items or defeat 20 bosses. You shouldn't get there. You shouldn't. Unless the seed is particularly nasty to you or you've run into some trouble. That's what it's there for. If you run into trouble or the seed is being nastily long, you can get there and then you've got the adamant armor to speed it back up. So we don't want this being a, 2 hour, 15-minute seed. No. It'll probably be an hour and a half. But if you happen to fall behind or things get a little dicey, then you've got that adamant armor to help you out. No curse string, but the spoon is equippable by Edward. And we have Alt Forge, because Forged Legend Sword is an objective for Group A, and no adamants for the Pinktail for Group A. The Forge is only going to give you a Tier 7 or Tier 8 item, and not a Final Fantasy IV Advanced item or the Excalibur. Alright, so that's that. This is Prince's Gambit. Let's go. Oh, I gotta run these. Oh, no, no, no. No, we're not going. We're gonna start over. I didn't have everything set up properly. Oh my god, there we go. Okay. A little dicey starting out. So yep, so we have a Paladin and Edge. We have a CPU at the Baron 1 spot. We have a Power Shirt to start out. That Power Shirt would be nice for our Edge. Vanilla Mayabs are not on. I originally had those on during the... And you'll get a lot of this information tomorrow night if you tune in to the community race tomorrow night for Free Enterprise. The Prince's Gambit is going to be the featured flag set, and I will be commentating on it, so I'll give you a lot of insight tomorrow night as well. Vanilla Mayabs was on when I originally started drafting this flag set, but I took them back off because of the previous point I made about being able to steal the sirens from the alerts in the Tower of Babel. That quickly became a, hey, it might as well be a shop because I know exactly where to go to find my sirens. So I took those off so that if you do want to go get them, you do have to find where those monster boxes are located first to be able to do it. So, oh, come on, I'm not paying attention. It's alright. I'm gonna have to reset anyway, so... I don't. Crap. Alright, we'll come back and do that later. That's not ideal. Then I found that if we had Vanilla Mayabs on, of course this part is about a minute and a half faster. Because of the lack of resets. That's nice. So it doesn't add an element of length to the seed. I don't want this to be a particularly jetty seed. But at the same time, I didn't want this to be a 2-hour slog, so... we're not doing the top chest to the left here. We do want this longsword. And with the power shirt and a longsword, I'm not particularly convinced I couldn't fight some of these guys. They're just gonna punch like crazy, so We're not doing the right side top one either. Got some arrows. Great. So, safety save. I mean, I've got mute arrows. Do I have a bow? I do not. Okay. I'll say, if I had a bow, I could take down the giants. Because I believe, I have to double check, because I believe I have an hourglass as well, but we won't worry about it. Power staff. Crystal ring. Actually, I'm going to put this stuff on. We'll see if he lives. I don't think he's going to. Oh. Nope. Okay. Which... I don't need to do the rest of those. I was gonna say which one was it, but I honestly don't care. I didn't get anything else of use. Oh, did I get the... I got the crystal ring though, didn't I? I did. Go back. I got the crystal ring, so I need to go back and get that. That's not a nothing item. That's a... that makes this much more easy. Just do this too. What's here? It looks like our random kit was an exit kit as well, because we got 16 exits now, so we're fine. Alright, let's go see who we got to help us. Do some hobs. Rearrange our party. Re-equip our party. I don't think I have anything else for you to wear. No. Alright. Let's see what we get. We get Cecil. I'm okay with that. We have nothing for him to use yet. Yeah! I'm just smashing my A button at this point in time. That should do it. I got some spells. Because with so many exits, I'm definitely looting the rest of this now. Let's see if it's going to pay off for us. Nope. Nope. Eh. A Gaidra might come in handy eventually, but... Let's do Antlion Cave. Get some more loot. Dancing Dagger's kind of garbage. Charm Claw's kind of garbage. There's a sword for Cecil. You can use that. It's not the best holy sword in the world, but it can do some damage. There's a tent. I still don't have a bow yet. Which means I can't back row Cecil immediately. Valis. Let's see if we can kill her before she even starts spinning. Sure can. Darkness Crystal. Okay. That is definitely a required item. Well, again, technically not. Technically, you can finish the game without the Darkness Crystal. You need the pass instead. But you can. Where do we go from here? I think we go do our Baron in check. I think we've checked the shop over here. Kamikaze's not great. There's a time and place for that, but we just fought Plague, so that's where I generally use it. There's a Cid. That is a solid anchor, and that is a solid place to find Golbez if you are going to find him. But that's only once. B maybe he's on. Let's take out... Well, let's see. Well, sorry. Which Bez is on? Can't guarantee people are going to die. What is the real terror? Globe 189, that's a thing. And Demolish is still a thing. Those are still things. Globe 199 missed, though. Alright, here's where we run into a problem. Okay, we don't run into that big of a problem. These guys are very slow here, and Edge is very fast. They're gonna hurt. They're gonna really hurt. We have a Star Veil, we have a Lit Bolt, we have a Gaia Drum. That should do it. Oh no! No! That's a feels bad. That's a real feels bad. Man, that hurts. That hurts. Cecil gone already. Should just use Globe 199. It should miss. Well, it shouldn't do anything now. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm definitely using... I'm going to run buffer and use my Gaia drum. That's how you do that. That is how that's... Oh my god! How are you guys not dead? Don't kill me. Oh! Oh my god, really? I was this close to just being absolutely just like... Adamant rock. That is part of our Group A objective. We get a Sid. Sid is a great anchor. Sid is going to probably be our anchor the entire run. He will probably take a nap. We are now going to do ordeals. I need to get another powerful character as quickly as possible. And this is one way to do that. The challenge is... well, black belt work. Okay, never mind. So the challenge was I don't have much gear for Cecil, but a black belt will work in a pinch. Could have bought those kamikazes for Sid. Nothing says I'm going to be an innocent bystander more than here. Let me just off myself for my hit points as damage. Back to back. Dark Imps. I want to use the Lip Bolt because I may need that for a turtle. What's up, TL? How are you? There go the Dark Imps. Ant Lion. Ain't lying to ya. I don't like this boss at this spot. Not a fan. That was terrible. Well, that's no good. What flags that we running? Gotcha. Which flag set were you running? Hey, Magma Key. Earth Crystal's not terrible. We can go get some equipment, hopefully. Sparkle. Let's get another one of those out of the way. I wish it was guaranteed that Ogo would be gone, but B maybe changes that. Alright, so can't back row Cecil because we don't have a bow yet. Other than that, he's going to be in okay shape. We'll go do Zot now. We still don't have a way underground, but obviously we have 3 monster in a boxes. Oh, is that for the Paladin Cup? Which, like I said, which flags are you running? Was that for the Paladin Cup? I just went the long way. Oh, your own? Okay. Okay. Let me flip him. Headband. Black belt. By the way, oh my god, this entire time... You mean that? This entire time I've been running and, you know... Nice. That's the way that's the way this has gone. Alright. I'm only 20 minutes into my seed. Why would you want to see the seed for any reason? Party 3 can make that rough. That's not a bad party. The problem is you have no healing. I mean, yes, you can have ready to throw pots out there, but... That's a sword. That's a sword. Those are arrows. That's a bow. That's another ring. That's an Avenger. Okay, this is like 110 out of 10. That was a hell of a treasury. Bought elixirs on the moon. Those help. Yeah, that was a hell of a treasury. But we're gonna go do... Definitely do the puppy while we're up here because, well, that's a... You had object. With Iridia, here's a thing you can do. So if you have Bahamut, because you stated Bahamut Ribbon Room, right? Is that what you said? Wyvern. I'm not Bahamut, Wyvern. I mean Wyvern. What you can do is go ahead and wall up with your if you have, hopefully you had Star Veils, and then from there you cast a summon, and that summon will actually trigger the Mega Nuke. What you call it, the counter. I need to put the boner on first. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, that's a... Oh, I've never played with that on. I've never played with that on. Oh, I still have the crystal ring on Edge. Let me switch those. White shirt. Yep, so you skip the boss and all that stuff. Yeah, I've never played with it on. I did a commentary on a community race for it. But yeah, I've never actually played a seed with it on though. 23 deaths. Crystal ring. This is a lot of menuing wrecks. Well, that's always good. Magic keys right in. Do you have vanilla monster boxes on or no? Because vanilla monster boxes makes that a completely different starting route. That's an Octomammoth. Alright, 3 boss wooing. There's a cane. Which is very, very enticing. I'd rather have a white mage, but let's see who else we get. Yep, that'll do it. That's the way to do it. But yeah. I think the missing piece was the Star Veils before the counter Mega Nuke. I think it'd been set. Oh my dear, I guess I have to operate him myself. Oh, directly now, yeah. Hey, look, I learned exit at the end of Zod. This was on Rosa. I'm thinking from here we go do the monster boxes at Evelyn Castle now, because we still need a way to get underground. I mean, that gives us way underground. Not the ideal way to get underground, but... Let's go raise the hovercraft. Let's take it with it down there. We'll do 3 monster boxes, and then we'll do the hook route. Already boasted feels pretty good. I mean, yes, he's better used as an anchor, but he feels really good. I mean, I can swap anchors at this point in time. The problem is I have no way to berserk him, so I'm running short on arrows all the time. But that's where Kamikaze would come in prime handy. The lip bolt, that tent. Okay, so I didn't miss out not having that. Oh, they weren't over here anyway. What am I doing? I mean, I guess I know I was coming back here? Question mark. Here we go. Get us some experience. We got Quake now. We got Excalibur, which is basically going to do nothing. Can't even dart it. Oh yeah, you can. You can dart Excalibur. There's a Masamune sword, or edge. Speaking of Moss altars, do this last key item check while we're here. Should kill all 5 of them, actually. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I prefer that too, which is why I tend to go the win game route. Rather than the Z route in this flag set. Because the way I've felt about it is the Z fight can be unpredictable. Hey Robin, how we doing? How are you today? How was your Kokkol run? Was your Kokkol run fantastic? I did not. I did not get lucky on routing at all. The only luck I got on routing was I happened to go do Keyless Tower before I did the pan checks. That was it. Otherwise, I had very unlucky routing. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I went Barren Castle before Sealed Cave, so I ended up in a very rough spot. Did you sub-hour it like everybody else did, except for me? Oh, nice! Congrats! Congrats. Yeah, yeah, it's getting to the point in time where I love Kokkol, but I'm still getting absolutely just scorched in time. Absolutely scorched. There's a spoon. Alright, then we check our chests. What's a black shirt? Let me put that on. I've never done a solo run either, TL. That's something I've never thought about trying. That's a fantastic time for it. But yeah, I've never thought about trying it. Probably something I ought to try at some point in time, just to change it up. There's Radia. Hi, Radia. Bye, Radia. I'm not familiar with the Battle Scars flag. What does that one do? Illusion can come in handy. Oop, I need back up there. It's interesting. Discarded that. Life pots are so valuable in this flag set. Yeah, Payable Golbez was the first first flag set I ever did commentary for, and I accidentally called it Playable Golbez, and the audience tuning in absolutely roasted me in a fun, loving way, but not me. It was just the absolutely. When did we get Playable Golbez? That's the best thing. It was, yeah. But all in good fun. Yeah, definitely was something that the FE community would do. Alright. Tent. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do like that one. Alright, I need to switch my party up. Why did you go last? Holy shnikes. No, I know why you went last, because of how I have my party order. Which I need to change. Nope, I need to do this fight, because this fight has decided runs for me before, and not in a good way. I need all the practice on this fight I can get. You missed. God, I need a white mage. we got on top of tower today? We have Leviathan. Which Seed Bleed here, that's our first Leviathan fight. I was thinking a second, but that was last Seed. Well, this is very much a Z fight flag set. Very much so. Last week was definitely a win game seed. I'd say so. I'm literally, I believe, I'm pretty sure I'm taking the booster seed out before I get the Munchkin back this week. I mean, it's definitely coming out because I told her, you know, when she turns 9, it's definitely coming out. But, I mean, she turns 9 in 3 weeks, so it may come out now. I mean, she's 4'6", 4'7". I mean, oh, there's a pan. Nice. Yeah, she is an absolute giant. She turns 9 in 3 weeks. She's 4. Like I said, I think she's 4'6". She might be almost 4'7". She wears a size 4 shoe already in girls. She's wearing 10-12 clothes currently. Yeah, she's tall. Let's see who we got down here. It does feel like it's a daily basis now. Who's here? This could be an easy fight. Yeah, I should have cast the illusion first, but... No, you don't need the illusion. You just need to attack. You need the illusion, but you're gonna die. Hey, Tall Grant, how are you? This is just gonna be a long fight, that's all this is gonna be. We'll want to get this fight done, but it's just going to be a long fight. I don't have any back swines. Yeah, I was trying to see if your Padawan was streaming last night in that race, but I didn't see them streaming anywhere, so I was going to jump in and give my encouragement. I looked. Because I jumped in the other person, the person they were racing against, I jumped in their stream. Yeah, I jumped in Shango's stream. But I didn't see who... Yeah. Yeah, I was like 30 minutes into the run. It wasn't even early. There we go. Just a casual 60,000 experience. A ribbon for my troubles. And that may not have made it. And that may have been the issue because I didn't see. Do I want to do this? I do want to do this on the character. Oh, that's a really good race. Probably should have saved that cabin for the... Well, I'm not going to the moon, if at all possible. Don't put that juju on me. That's a possibility here, too. Although Crystal Sword Cecil is going to be formidable. Ah. Dolls? Is this even? Oh, damn it. Can't get this up here anyway. Rex, I have a question. By all means, fire away. You don't bend over to pick it up. Oh, the soap gets dirty. Oh, come on. The soap gets dirty. Soap gets dirty 100%. Yeah, 100%. Soap gets thrown away. Hey! That's suspect. Rosa. Alright. Cool. Now. No, we're not dismissing Rosa. Come here. Take all your stuff. Alright, so Rosa's taking that for a second. What about loofahs? I'm sure loofahs are on that list too. Problem is I just gave away my warp caster. I haven't used bar soap in forever. Alright, so I think the play here is... Nope. Body wash is fantastic. Mine smells like bourbon. Mine smells like bourbon. My wife thoroughly enjoys it. She has bought it for me for 2 consecutive Father's Days. And I have a feeling there is going to be one waiting for me in a couple weeks. I don't like the texture of bar soap, so I think we're in agreement there. Bar soap always feels chalky to me. Hey, great, we can get underground now. At this rate, I see a potential adamant armor in my future. Although, let's be quite honest. Last week, the hook was sitting at the hair dryers, I believe. So there is potential that the Luca key is sitting at hair dryers. I need to bring her back to life, though. He takes the crystal ring off, but she needs to come back to life. Yeah, I know with a Crystal Sword Power Shirt, Ninja Helm Cecil, that Z is not going to be anything to worry about. I would still much rather find the Luca key and just run those real quick than worry about leveling my party. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Still feels like a Final Fantasy game, though. Dragon Quest VIII, close enough? Odin! Oh, I didn't take that off of him, damn it. Alright, and since we need some levels. Not be that big of a deal, but I think I run back into Baron next time I'm nearby and grab some kamikazes. Was worth it. Speaking of Baron, guess we're going back there. Coming up the 1 hour mark. We still need a pink tail or a legend sword, a Luca key, or a ruby. Alright. Turtle. He still has the Avenger on. Eventually, I'm going to take that off of him. Oh, she's got Berserk now. Okay, cool. She's got Berserk now. Take the Avenger off of Cecil. Maybe we don't need it. We'll just get the Luca key right here. That's Tower key. That is not Luca key. Oops. What? He's in the underground? Again? He's as bad as Princess Peach. I don't really need ninja stars, but okay, we'll take them. We don't need those. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We really don't need this. We really don't need that. I can do without that and those. Didn't need that either. This was an absolute waste of a stop. Well, I say that, but watch, it'll end up the Luca keys behind the tower key. I just go do Baron first. I think I just go do Baron first. Let's do that first. Let's take this off of you and put the crystal back on. Let's put this at the top of your casting. Let's save. Let's go inside. Stop by the shop, buy some kamikazes. That is going to be your tech of choice now, Sir Sid. Sid's like, it's my turn, what do I do? Kamikaze. It's my turn now, what do I do? Kamikaze. What about this turn? Kamikaze. Just write it in. That's what you're doing. But I could throw a heal pot. Nope. Not throwing a life. Not throwing a cure pot. Kamikaze. But what? No. Okay. Here's the only difference you get to do, Sid. If we see the second plague, you may be able to kamikaze somebody else, or better yet, the second Golbez. Then you can kamikaze someone on your own team, rather than the boss. That's the only deterrent from your plan. Here's a sparkle. No, it was CPU. That's what it was. Bus is here. Have a good one. You too, Robin. Take care. Hey, let me know about tomorrow. Let me know about tomorrow. What you want to do? We'll do something. Oh, yes, make sure you remedy that thing. Nice job, Sid. This guy. Justice is not the only right in this world. It is the only left. I should have refilled my water before this run. Alrighty, I guess say goodbye to you again. I would say honestly, the only person I'm taking now is Tella, but I'm not even taking Tella. I'll go get him from the I'll go from the Tower of Wishes right before the Z got me too. Alright, so I need the Luca key or the pink tail or the legend sword. That is none of those things. It is a check, though. And a check that I will probably make right this moment, because if it is the Luca key, I'm not doing... Oh, I guess I still need to do the... Well, no, if it's the Luca key, I think I'm still going to do Silke first. Before I do anything else, in case it happens to be the pink tail or the... Yeah, this may be a little unorthodox, but that's the story of my life. That's the pass. Is a key item. Sure. Not the one we were looking for. We're going to check Baron Basement real quick, and then we'll go down and do full tower. So let's park it. Tent. That's who this guy is, Wargal. Ruby hiding the legend sword. I actually don't know if I want to see Ruby here. I said I didn't know if I want to see Ruby here. My God, don't listen. And this is why I did not want to see Ruby here. Yeah, we'll slow him down a second. We're going to slow him down a second. Let's, we're going to bring you back to life, because I need you. We're going to use your tier 2. We have ice arrows. We do not. We have mute arrows, but I don't think those actually work on him. You can wear a bandana. And I said we're going to slow him down. We're going to slow him down for. So this is important, because this could put us immediately in go mode. And honestly, there's not much leveling I would have to do yet. Ooh, that's an idea. Because I don't think mute works on him. Unless it is part of the elements fight. You know what else super gendered? She's not here anymore, Grant, but you could absolutely answer that question. Nidoran? I don't think Nidoran's gendered at all. That is what I was super afraid of. What else can I throw at you? Let's throw this. I need you to... Sid, there you go. I need you to do that before Cecil attacked again. Thank you. I wasn't sure he would die. Why should I never take sides in an argument? Because if it's with Mrs. Rexol, there's not a way to win that argument. But I'm sure there's a joke behind this somewhere. Please do tell. I mean, this has to do with sides, as in food. But who am I to take away a dad joke from somebody? That is a fantastic answer. Fantastic answer. I applaud thee for that. We're doing full tower. We are doing full tower. We're on the lookout for a legend sword or a pink tail. And if you want to give me the Luca key first here at the top, then give me the pink tail or legend sword on the way down, that's fine too. Because that also determines if I'm stopping anywhere to get sirens real quick. Because I have a whole 0 sirens. That's what it looks like to me. Its sister's that Feymarch Queen, so I definitely don't want to go do that one. There we go. So is it 34, I think? Well, that's 14 key items. We're getting dangerously close to adamant armor, too. Just saying. Why don't we try to pick up a couple sirens real quick? Thank you very much. He still has an Avenger on. That's not going to help me. That's fine. Take that off real quick, you bum. I want to pick up a couple sirens real quick, because I may very well need them. Really good that took the vendor off. Can I just kill him out right here? Not gonna take that chance. Pretty sure I can just swing at him and be done, but I think being afraid is the only time that becomes an issue. So I'm pretty sure he's only got like 800 hit points here. Now the real question, here's the real question. The real question becomes, does the adamant armor go on Rosa? If we're talking Z fight, there's an argument to be made there. I think. If we're talking the Luca fight and the altars, I don't think so. I think it goes on Cecil and you just call it a day. Alright, let's do this properly this time. Dude. I think we need 5. May take us 15 minutes to get to 5, but hey. There's 4. I mean, here's the thing. If this is the Luca key, then I go run Sealed Cave to try to find the Legend Sword or the Pinktail. That is neither. Do I want to do Sisters? Or do I want to go ahead and go to the moon? I think I try to stay down here for Sisters. For the sole purpose of... You know what? Actually, hold on. No, we don't. We're raising the whale. We've got 2 checks with the whale, which are both more pleasant than that check. It is much more pleasant to do the hair dryers and the last arm than it is to do Sisters at Queen. And we can technically peek Bahamut while we're up here too to see if that's going to be an easy boss. Which, to be honest, if none of these are easy at this point in time, I have something else I need to do. This is where you chime in the chat and go, hey, you left the underground without doing your sirens button. And I go, oh yeah. Although I don't think I'm going to do them yet, and here's why. Because if I end up doing Cave Bahamut, that's going to be experience itself, because that's 3-time experience. I do need to heal up though. Probably should have did that before this. Dart. It feels bad. I don't remember if I saved before I came up here, so I'll walk out. haven't seen a demist either. If demist is hiding out at one of those two vanilla spots, or those two easy spots at the beginning of the game. Oh, I was called them vanilla spots, but not vanilla spots. It's a Mylon fight. That's not terrible. Just attack. Rex, your battle speed is still on 6. Terrible. Like, why is this taking so long? Is it though? I think it's only on 4. It was on 6 for last seed. Still out that this is not battle speed 1. Alright, come on. There we go. Pink tail. Go mode. Adamant armor. Alright. Get your Z flags in chat. Oh, not quite there yet. I gotta turn the pink tail, but. The question is, while I'm basically at Mysidia, what are my, you're 13? I'm okay with that. Didn't know if I need to switch sit out or not. We're not going to, though. Alright. It's maybe a little ballsy to try to do this without sirens. I might go take one or two attack. I might take one or two sirens real quick. See, this is the part of my game where I know I'm already... Should I be able to take Z? Yes. Am I comfortable taking Z? No. And that is the difference. Spend 2 minutes on eggs to make the Z fight go 2 minutes faster. Doesn't make much sense, but at least gives me more confidence that I'll be over in one shot. Alright, now we go take Z. Alright. Move from magic up here. So this is the part of the program where I tell you, or remind you, since we're at hour 35 in, that this is a Final Fantasy IV randomizer. What that means is we randomize the location of where you find the characters, where you find the key items, where treasures are located, and even where the bosses are located. However, we cannot relocate where Zeramus is. He will always be at the end of the seed. That's because he's too dang strong to be anywhere else. So it has become a custom, nay, a tradition, for us to ask the following question when we get to this point in time in the seed. And that question is, whose butt are we kicking tonight? Come on, Sid. Who we got? That's 0 miss. Mega Man? Bye, Sid. Oh, close. One Cure 4, we'll edge, keep darting things, and we just sit here and watch Cecil be the best thing in the world. Actually, I don't think we even needed that because Cecil wasn't going to die. Protect rings and armor doing work. There's rocks, which means this will be less than 138.30. Should probably do it. Nope. That will then. No. 138.25 is the final time. Alright, so we did 16 out of 18, we did 100 out of 399, and we did Cecil, or we did Edge, Cecil, Sid, and Rosa. Where were we at compared to everybody else? Not great, I'm at the very bottom of the list. This is my anchor. Alright, let's see if that actually worked. Let's go back here. We'll do a partial, we'll do a new run today. And this is VQM3WV. This is Prince's Gambit Week 2. And we're going to choose the one that just finished. Menu time of 13 minutes. That's not bad. That's not great. It's not bad. Alright, well, that is going to be it for this seed. I should be, let's see, did I get a message from Robin? I did not. I might be running the new Kokkol that drops tomorrow, against Rob Sat Plays. And if that's going to be the case, it'll probably be somewhere between between 10 and noon Central Time. We shall see. But in the event I don't see you, have yourself a wonderful weekend. And actually, maybe I will see you. Tomorrow night we have the community race for Free Enterprise, where we are featuring the Princess Gambit flag set, and I will be doing commentary to kind of walk through what the thought process was as our runners go through the seed. So if you're not doing anything, come over to the Free Enterprise channel and check us out. So until then, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Take care.